guys, this is Maggie Benevento, your upline director with Initials Inc. And I wanted to come to you with some tips on vendor events. I'm getting ready to go to a vendor event tonight. It is from 6 to 9. It cost me $35 to attend this event, and it's at a fire hall. Now, I'm going to give you some tips on what I'm going to do at my vendor event. And I will, of course, share a picture with you of what my vendor event, what my table setup will look like. But the very first tip I have for you is stand in front of your table. Do not stand in the back of your table and wait for people to come to you. You stand in front of your table and, say hi to the guests as they walk by. And if they show interest, engage them in conversation. My second tip is to use these cards. These cards are available in Vistaprint. It's a 10-minute phone call about our business opportunity. I go to events not to sell. I go to events to look for new hostesses and also new team members. Now, my second tip is the other vendors. The very first thing I do when I go to a vendor event is I set up the table, and then I go and introduce myself to every single vendor who's at that event. I'm going to give this vendor this business card with my information on the back. And then I have a sticker on the back, and one of the stickers, it says, "Stop by, free shipping for vendors. Redeem only with Maggie Benevento, purchase before 3/31, because today is March 30th. I want them to purchase before the end of the month. This way, this engages them into coming to my table to take a look at the product. And the other vendors can sometimes be your future team members, your future hostesses, and customers as well. But they're also a great way to connect with for networking, meeting other vendors that will lead you to other vendor events. You can refer, customers to them. They can refer customers to you. So that's my one tip. My second tip is this is the postcard that goes to all of the customers that approach my table. I put this in everyone's hand. They can take a look at my website in the back. It has all of my information. I encourage them to listen to the 10-minute phone call, to find me on Facebook, and then to text me something they loved or something they liked about the 10-minute phone call to be entered into my monthly drawing. So I have two sets, one for vendors, one for customers. My third tip for you is to have your calendar ready. I want to book parties with new hostesses. So I have my calendar, and my goal tonight is to book 3 new parties. So I have 3 hostess packages that I can give away right then and there. My calendar and hostess packages. My other tip is to, bring a catalog. My fourth tip is to bring a catalog. I personally do not bring catalogs to hand out. I want to collect their information. Sometimes I do a drawing for a product to encourage them to fill out the information. I find, for me personally, that when I do that, they're just filling out the information to win the free product. They're not truly interested in the product. They just want to win something. So I have these out for people who truly want me to follow up with them. So I'll say to them, if you would like more information, if you would like to be added to my newsletter, if you want me to follow up with you, please give me your information, because I want good, solid leads when I go to a vendor event. I don't want to chase after someone who really isn't interested in the product. Now, I find that that's what works for me. You may want to, have them fill out the information to be entered into your drawing. Really, sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. I really kind of see the vibe of the event. Each event is different, just like every party's different. Each vendor event is different, big, small, whatever. Now, again, I give this to the customers. If they're interested in a catalog, I'll have them contact me. I'll say, contact me if you are interested in receiving a catalog. That way I'm getting their information. I'm just not handing out catalogs and hoping that they'll contact me for more information. So there are my tips for vendor events. I hope this is helpful to you. And if you have any questions, message here. If you have any ideas, message here. Share what works for you at vendor events. That way we can all just try a little bit, something different, and make it our own. And let's go have fun and make money. Bye, ladies.